that. You can't be the ladder heavy, you better face that. Army a darkness mash up like a clay pot. When we lay flat, had the best place that. Him direct with no fire, straight shot in a fire meeting. Legions run when the fire meet him. Use the word like a wire beat him. Obedience and fire beats in. Smoke arise, cause the fire we bring. Consuming fire of a higher meaning. I got a vision, that's why I'm dreaming. Serpent head get crushed when the Messiah meet him. God's present where two or three gathered. May the enemy know we unbothered. His opinions are invalid. His minions are go get a salad. We run round them like heathen hazards. Send fire to the camp where the demon gather. Under the blood of Christ, the real men laddered. God I speak to the tongues and West Ham in a prayer meeting. Legions run when the fire meet him. Use the word like a wire beat him. Obedience and prayer beats in. Smoke arise, cause the fire we bring. Consuming fire of a higher meaning. I got a vision, that's why I'm screaming. Serpent head get crushed when the Messiah meet him. And at midnight Paul and Silas prayed and sang praises unto God. And the prisoners heard them, and suddenly there was a great earthquake, so that the foundations of the prisons were shaken, and immediately all the doors were opened. The place had like a fire meeting. Legions run when the fire meet him. Use the word like a wire beat him. Obedience and fire beats in. Smoke arise, cause the fire we bring. Consuming fire of a higher.
Yeah, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Good Morning Tea here on Glory93.9 FM, your favorite gospel station. You're tuned in with Delton and Vera and the ones and the twos, bringing you the tunes on a good Saturday morning. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, 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 welcome. What you say? Right, you say? Okay, that was extra. That was a bit extra, but I love it. Hey, everybody. For those who just joined us for the very first time, welcome to DGMT. I can't hear you either. Yikes.
Maybe nobody can hear me. There
go.
I am.
There you go. There you go.
So did the people not hear me when I told the selector to run the rhythm?
No, I didn't go. No. Didn't get the rhythm running off.
Delton, run the rhythm again.
Run the track.
While the track runs, share it, share it, share it, share it. Hey.
Walk. The tunes are very light ball walkers. Yeah, what did you say? Very light ball walker carry this. Yeah,
all the way from somewhere.
Somewhere on the other side of the world.
All the way from somewhere.
Sounds in the background. DJ Nicholas' song is called Prayer Meeting. That's what it's called.
My God, it's not a prayer meeting. It's a prayer meeting.
Prayer meeting. Why? Every now and again, people just do things that you know we ain't the same. Like my walkers like greetings from Italy. Meanwhile, I'm over here just trying to get over Paradise Island. All right. Trying to make
boy, put that little $2 together, boy.
I got $2 to just walk around Marina Village.
$2 together to walk. Powerful.
It's very simple. We ain't the same. I'm just over here hailing the Italians for a quick minute. Hey, everybody. Welcome to DGMT. It's a beautiful Saturday here, Nassau, Bahamas, coming to you from our studios, number 14 Warwick Street, Nassau, the Bahamas. Oh, y'all can't see us. Sorry, guys. Anyways, I couldn't see us. I was here going into the tunes. If you were here and embracing Jamaican heritage.
I'm sorry. This right here, this jam right here is blessing my soul this morning. And I can't even tell you why.
Immediately, all the doors were opened.
Thank you, Monique. Thank you for the welcome back. I've been back a couple weeks now. But it's good to be here with everybody this Saturday.
This good Saturday
morning where it's morning somewhere in the world. It's definitely not morning where Miss Mary is. Evening now. And it's not morning where we are. It's afternoon now. But somewhere in the world. If you go the next way.
Or down way.
I mean, Either you go the next way or you go far the other way. It is morning there.
It's morning somewhere.
It's morning somewhere in the world.
Definitely
Definitely.
2:10 in the afternoon.
2:10. What was it? 10 minutes past 2 on the hour. What do you say? How do you say it?
10 minutes past the 2 o'clock hour.
That's it. 10 minutes past the 2 o'clock hour. It's a very radio way of telling people the time.
10 minutes past the 2 o'clock hour.
But it's 10 minutes past 2 o'clock. Good morning, everyone. How are you doing?
Everybody's good. Everybody's good on this side.
You're good? All is well? Wonderful.
Wonderful. Of course, we do apologize for our... No? All right, then. We don't apologize. But we're here now. So go ahead, like and share for those who are watching us via YouTube and Facebook. Go ahead, like and share for those listening on radio. Call a friend, text a friend, email a friend, let them know. DGMT is on. We have a topic that I typed up for the day because I had a plan. I never tell you the plan.
I love it. Don't tell me now.
I can tell you not either.
I'm excited.
But
Sid says good morning, afternoon. Good morning to you
this afternoon.
too.
Good morning this afternoon. And so, but we can get the show started the only way the show is supposed to start, and that is, I know I've been getting more and more requests to do this.
What's that?
Apparently, the DJ, like I've been bombarded with
the last party I was at that Delton took the mic and did his little thing. I was like,
I've been getting more and more requests to do it.
it was 2 fingers as well.
You know, it's to the Lord I was to know. All right. Ready to get the show started?
Yeah, let's
The
go.
proper way. After the prayer meeting. Because we didn't have the prayer meeting.
Yeah.
So let's go.
We've got that.
Hey.
Good morning tea with brother Delton and V. Vera Aqua are the faces you see. Impactful, insightful, delightful by far. Delton's signature laugh and Vera's kiki ha ha.
Good morning.
Sip that tea.
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 We start off with the popular and shift the topic to the strange. You better come in fast cause the topic's gonna strain. Faithful are the follows that sipping on the tea. From wars to memes to governmental policy.
Good morning.
Sip that tea.
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 In pops past the D when they're closing on the final fact. And in my Vera voice, my show just got hijacked. Understand your popularity. Even prophets and bishops got to have that morning tea.
Good morning. Sip that tea. Good morning. Sip that tea. Good morning. Sip that tea. Good morning. Sip that tea.
Hallelujah.
Come on and lift up your hands and your mouths. Come on and lift them up. Lift them up. Lift them up.
Do you always wonder, like, why do they make cups left-handed? Like, where that thing
I
come
don't
from?
understand that.
That's always a weird
Perplexed.
thing. A weird dynamic.
They want you to look at your own.
Yeah,
Like,
the writing's be on
the writing
left
is for
hand.
me and not for anybody else.
Like, no, when I want people to see it. Like,
Yeah.
when I'm drinking it. But at least, I mean, this cup is smart, though. They're like, we help you out. We put up both sides.
On both sides. Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah.
Cups are supposed to be on both sides.
It should be. It's like, we ain't got a kind of ink to waste on you guys. But good morning, one. Good morning, one. Good morning, all.
Good morning, big. Good morning, small.
Good morning, short. Good morning, tall.
Good morning to all.
Everybody.
To all of y'all.
Laddie daddy and everybody. Welcome to Dat Good Morning Tea, favorite Saturday show. I want to say all throughout the
Favorite.
week.
Favorite.
You
No,
know.
but we were told that we're no longer the most popular show on
So
Glory93.9.
was said by someone else on another show.
Oh, did you guys see we gate crashed barbershop talk?
Yeah.
I wasn't welcome because apparently women are not supposed to be in the barbershop.
You gotta let it go.
No.
You gotta let
And so I
it
said, I'm
go.
never going back. But sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name.
Sometimes you wanna
Hel-
go.
and Kari Miller says, hello, hello, hello. The welcome is giving. It's giving
It's
energy.
giving you energy. Yeah.
Mary Lightbourne is sending us greetings from Italy.
Italy.
Monique Maud Brown is welcoming us back from vacation. Sin has already greeted us. All in good timing. Aurora says we are here late, but we will still be great.
Said you also have that 2.5% loan, that 2.5% interest rate. No way. I was looking for.
Definitely, that sounds definitely like something for the private chat.
I was looking for a 2.5% interest rate loan.
It's such a thing. It's such a thing. Jodie Ann tells us good night. I think she's trying to be shady.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Monique Maud Brown is loving the vibe. Shantae says, hey family. I caught Shantae out yesterday. I went outside gallivanting, a last minute pop-up. You know me, I don't really live on that spontaneous tip, but I did yesterday. I had a whale of a time, and Shantae was out yesterday celebrating her mommy's birthday. So big shout out to Shantae's mommy.
Basti, I could be out and about. You remember that?
First of all, Shakara Bonami, I miss you. Where are you? I miss you. So much. I saw a video of you. I was like, oh my God, Shakara.
Where have you been so long?
Where have you been?
Savannah says she missed us. It's good to be, It's good to be. It's good to be back.
Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name. Thank you, guys. It's good to be back. Well, I mean, we were back last week, but it's good to be back again and catch those of you who did not catch us last week.
I just want to say, guys, it's very scary the amount of edge we have right now.
The amount of what?
Energy that we have.
This is insane.
This is scary.
Because I said I had 30 minutes and now we're like...
No, which means in a strong couple minutes, this is going to die. This show is going to come to an abrupt end.
Woo!
All right, guys, we go.
Let's move quickly. First of all, this AC is doing a good job of keeping me awake because it's icy.
It's cool.
And it's blowing. It's blowing.
Yeah, that's a shit.
But yes, I hope everyone is well. Before we need to get into the business of the day. Shakara says she misses me as well, as the young people do.
Yeah.
As the young people.
Who does it?
The young people.
Exactly. You put your hands down. Exactly. You put your hands down.
We've got Casey Dimitri, who is also on the live this morning. This morning. Good morning. Morning, Casey. Morning to you.
So to get the show started, we get into our announcements today. You want to govern yourselves accordingly to the announcements that will be read in your hearing. Happy birthdays going out to all the persons celebrating birthdays this week. Anybody from DGMT has a minute? I can't remember.
I believe there's a couple of documenters.
At this point in my life, I don't remember stuff that well.
It's been a little while now.
I don't remember stuff that well. But happy birthday to all of you that celebrated this week. And anniversaries.
I know we had one, Necroma Edwards II. He celebrated this week.
Okay.
So happy birthday to him. I think he celebrated yesterday. So happy birthday to him. We know that Miss Shantika is a silent watcher. She's a silent assassin. We also have birthdays for Mr. Jermaine Newbold, whose wife is also a DGMT.
He celebrated
yesterday. So happy birthday to him. He celebrated yesterday.
Yeah.
One Barrett Miller also celebrated yesterday.
His niece can tell him to turn the radio on.
And his absolutely Nisi, make sure get the message to him.
We did send birthday greetings.
This week, both of my sisters celebrated their wedding anniversary. I think their wedding anniversary is 1 day apart.
Oh, nice.
Several years, but 1 day. So happy anniversary to both Judith.
They like August.
And Prince and Louisa and Chester.
I'm just still always amazed at the Anglo-Saxon names.
Because Ghanaians, we about that life. But we have our... I only use their English names but I don't call them. I've never called him Prince a day in my life. Call him Kofi. That's what we call him. But yeah, happy anniversary to all those celebrating anniversaries, to those celebrating birthdays. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, yeah, my friend. I'm trying to think. I feel like somebody else has celebrated their birthday in recent days. No. But... for this week coming up, we have one Werner Gruner celebrates on the 25th. One Werner Gruner.
Werner Gruner celebrates.
Celebrating on the 25th. We have
Pastor Kellen Russell is also
Pastor Kellen Russell celebrates tomorrow, I believe.
I think it is tomorrow.
Tomorrow, I believe. And he's celebrating the Big 4-0. Is the 4-0 even big anymore?
Is it Big 4?
It is, according to his Facebook post.
Oh.
Yes. We also have Pastor Nicole Watson celebrating this month as well on the 27th, as well as DGMT lifer, friend, family member, and Shanique Raquel Johnson, who's celebrating this week as well. So big shout outs to all of you now.
Sister Jackie Fraser also celebrating. I'm going to celebrate that as well. Pastor Jackie Fraser's wife. Definitely, you'll call it. The coffee heating you up. The coffee it ain't working.
Oh my God.
All right then. So happy birthday to all of you. Whoa, you turn it down this way.
No, I was just tilting it up.
Catch for fuss.
Okay. Okay.
Hey, whoa. All right. So happy birthday to all of you celebrating this week that is to come, celebrating anniversaries. Happy anniversary, happy birthday to all of you, the Laddie Daddy, and everybody.
This coffee has a faint undertone of cardboard. I'm wondering if I put this in. Oh?
And there's a cardboard?
Like wood.
Oh, there's a wood. Oh, well.
Wood, cardboard, something of that nature. Something brown.
Something not coffee.
Something brown and dry.
But happy birthday, so happy birthday, happy anniversary to all of you from DGMT and all of us here, the whole family. Happy birthday to you. Happy anniversary to all the couples that celebrated. News and reviews. This cookie's very loud.
I promise this is my last.
News and reviews. What's been happening in the country as of late? I'm not quite sure. I've been quite busy and not watched the news as of late. It's not good. It's not a good sign. So if you know anything that happened newsworthy, feel free to share it in the comments. Feel free to text us if you have a newsworthy story, something that happened this week that we might have missed. I don't remember anything. I saw BPL. They're always in the news.
There was the talk of the young social media influencer model boy who's now is being charged for robbery and
armed robbery and
that was the talks among the teachers this week.
That was the talk. There also was a talk. There was
the
supposed to be a talk
chatting.
of a divorce. Did you saw the breakup that was happening live, like over Facebook?
What?
Like a married couple was like going through, and they were just putting their business out there.
I'm perplexed.
On the Facebook.
Why was it on Facebook?
That's what everybody wants to know. But
let's start with the young man.
Yeah, so the young man.
Let's start with the young man. You know the ins and the outs?
I don't know the ins or the outs. I have the top of the tail.
Give me.
I don't know the ins and outs. I do know the top of the
Delton,
tail.
One thing you're good for is some work, and I appreciate that.
The top of the tail.
I fully appreciate it. I don't know the ins and the outs, but I know the top of the tail.
The top of the tail.
Give me the top of the tail.
Top of the tail is the young man that went viral. I think it started from last year. A few tourists spotted him at his establishment, place that he worked. And he went viral on TikTok. They were trying to find him. Persons were coming from all over the world, young ladies in particular, coming over just to get a glimpse of the young man at the Tiki Hut.
It was him.
So you knew nothing at all.
No, I knew he was a social media influencer, but you know me, I just assumed I don't know who he is because I don't be influenced.
I had somebody come with the pettiness as well. Both of you came with the pettiness. Put it on the screen. So so he was popular, and according to reports from family members, he was carrying the Bahamas on his back, and he was a big ambassador for the Bahamas, and making sure that we were around the world and inviting tourists to come to our shores.
One thing ain't gonna let you get away with. Just talk like that.
So
if there was any public sympathy for the young man, he has lost it.
And so I think this happened last week. I don't think it was this one. I think it was last week. The thing happened where he was the driver of a vehicle, allegedly a driver vehicle that got into a chase with some police officers, and shots were fired from the car as well. I think police fired back as well. They eventually crashed. I think they started from Baytown, they ended up on the Eastern Road. Come to find out, so it was the young man who was who's carrying the bombs on his back, the celebrity who had the country on his back, and so there was speculation.
Sin, we trying to talk serious news, and you in here doing foolishness.
The speculation. It started with this, like, they think that's him. They wasn't sure. People were saying it looked like him, but they ain't sure it's him. Because in the picture that they caught him on the ground, he had a big smile on his face. Did not look concerned at all. He had a big smile on his face. It could have been his bad time in the picture. Then they had pictures of him in the hospital, being in his chain, enjoying food and drink. And then it came out, and I think this week his sister made a comment talking how people were just plotting and waiting on his downfall and how they were jealous, and he was someone that carried the Bahamas on his back.
Did you shoot a gun or did you not shoot a gun?
We don't know. This is all alleged. This is alleged story at this point. So he carried the Bahamas on his back, and now people are coming for him.
And I quote, someone told his sister the only Bahamas he carried on his back was that Bahari jacket he modeled in.
Oh, someone asked the volume. The volume can't go up. Let's turn it up a little bit. All right. So let's not go about it. If it got any better, someone asked for more volume on the stream. So yeah, so that happened. I think they started a GoFundMe page. I think they started something for him. I can't remember what it was for. They started like a GoFundMe page.
Because he's been arrested?
I can't remember. It was just a lot. It was like, people were just like, is he a criminal or not a criminal? The fact that he was a quote-unquote celebrity, because that term, they use it very loosely. People say that he was a celebrity.
People online calling themselves influencers.
Yeah.
Everything is loose.
So I use that term very loosely of celebrity. But I mean, if you're a criminal, you're a criminal. If you got caught in the act of doing criminal activities, it usually makes you a criminal.
So the reason that I became acquainted with this story in any kind of details, because a colleague of mine said, "Did you see the thing about the young boy?" And her thing was like, if you're somebody who's seem to be doing so well, and maybe not financially well, but you're still like, there is promise, your life is on the up, you're getting modeling, why are you involving yourself in that kind? How are those two things coexisting in your life? And I said, my dear, nothing is off limits. You know what I mean? Like, they say you could take the boy out of the ghetto, but can you take the ghetto out of the boy?
Yeah. So they got confirmation that they said that
the GoFundMe was for his mother's burial. That's a lot going on.
No, because I think he lost a brother recently, and his mother just passed away too. So all this is happening.
Now you fit.
But that still don't make you.
Of course, you got to be punished for whatever crimes. But what it might mean maybe he had like a bit of a meltdown, a bit of a breakdown, and gone back to an old life.
Definitely, I think it's something that went back to an old life, because they did find some videos. They found some old like a TikTok with him and a few of his compadres with some guns in the video. You know, like an old life of his.
I don't think the internet is going to do. They're going to find a receipt.
We can pull a file. One thing Baby's going to do is they going to go to the filing cabinet and they're going to pull a file. I don't care how dusty that file is. They going to pull that file and bring that out. And someone found a file of him and some compadres with guns just flashing in front of the camera.
Yeah, he may have, he had a bit of a lapse.
Yeah.
A lapse because of all the grief. Oh, Lord.
So probably, I think the system made it sort of worse when she stopped with the whole like carrying the country on the back and playing on his downfall. It's like,
who's playing on his downfall?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
the police that he shot. I'm confused.
The people who were just talking about it, they would.
Or like people on the internet.
Yeah, people on the internet who were just happy to see a young man.
Some of them maybe are motivated just by not liking seeing a Bahamian doing well.
I'm not part of that world, so I don't know. That world meaning that social thing. So he wasn't a celebrity to me. I heard of the video going on.
I mean, he's 19. Nobody who's 19 is going to be a celebrity to me. Let's just put that out there. I don't care what you do.
So I mean, that made the news.
And then I heard that the taxi drivers, they had beef with the people.
Taxi drivers also having some beef.
And then the people come online and they was dragging the taxi drivers. Who posted that? I need to find who posted that.
I did not. That news did come across my desk. In terms of national news, and this goes for those who are listening internationally. This is talking about the Bahamas and things happening in the Bahamas right now.
Yes, of course.
So taxi drivers they're up in arms. Up in arms.
They're what out there?
They up in arms. Because they say that the livery drivers, like limo drivers and these unregulated, quote unquote, we call them Uber. They're not Uber for us. I don't know what they call them yet. Back in the day, we called them hackers. That's what
hackers.
They were known for by us.
What, people who are taxi drivers but not taxi drivers?
Yeah. They usually sat outside grocery stores. Mom coming out of bags. You get them. All right, let's go. One little $10. They drop you home. This is like, man, we know these people for years. That's what they were. So now they call it Uber and for all these special things they call it. And so taxi drivers are up in arms about that and saying that, it's not fair. And how so many taxi plates were given out, and now it's a fight for them, and they can't get jobs. Ray, bugger. And Bahamian people was like, y'all been robbing Bahamian people for a long time.
And that's what got me.
Ain't nobody cares.
Bahamian people were like, nobody cares about you.
It's like, y'all don't even service the regular Bahamian persons. Y'all don't even for tourists at the airports and at the cruise ports. Y'all don't. Because back in the, back in the days,
you could find a taxi almost anywhere.
3235111.
That's what y'all was talking about the other day.
That's what we're talking about today. 3235111 was the number you called.
If you wanted a taxi.
If you needed a taxi.
And it would come to your house and get you.
And it would come to your house, come get you. That was the number.
That's unheard of now.
Does not, but you can't call the name. There's no number anymore.
When my friend came to the Bahamas last October, She had too much outside in her system. I couldn't go with her. One day I was like, you go by yourself. I'm not coming. Or I'll drop you off and you have to find your way back. And we had to find like a pickup service, which was really hard. Like it wasn't an easy thing to do, which was quite frustrating because everywhere else, when I say everywhere else in the world, almost everywhere else in the world, there are apps and there are like pick up and drop off systems are easy. That's not you don't have to go digging for the information. I mean, Ghana runs on Uber. If America runs on Dunkin', Ghana runs on Uber. I tell you that. And for me, in a place like that, with on appearance, weaker infrastructures.
Right.
Let me put that. Than somewhere like the Bahamas, it's a shock to me that they could get it together for that and we can't.
I mean, there are some. I think there are some companies that do have apps actually.
But what I mean, really?
Yeah, that have apps and stuff like that.
They need to get their marketing up because I need to know about who's who and what's what and how to get where I need to be.
Yeah, that's what I said. Right, like my Walker says, it was the Meter Taxi. It was located at David Street, in Oaksfield, and for them, these were like the nice Mercedes. They had Mercedes taxis. They were fancy, and they would come and pick you up.
Delton?
Like Mercedes, it was loud Mercedes. It was Mercedes, like diesel Mercedes. They would be loud. Aurora says that they still do that in food stores in the urban areas. Definitely. I have a friend of mine who is a plumber. I called him the other day, and he was like, "Yeah, they're down here. I'm doing some hacking."
Crazy.
Like, first of all,
doing some hacking.
I haven't heard that word in terms of
But my thing is, how do people know that they're trustworthy? You don't?
It's such a thing, though. Like, it's always been a thing. So it's something that it won't be like
random man comes outside like, "Hey, you want to ride home?"
No. They usually sitting down. They usually don't. They would not normally like just approach, but they'd be sitting down, just leaning on their cars, and like it's another thing. Like you need a ride. Go sit down. Let's go. That was the thing.
Money got to make, buddy.
Money got to make. Now they said that's Jody says one of the biggest issues over here, trying to find reliable sources for ride. Then there are some communities.
Jody, I found a good one. The one that dropped my friend, she was quite good.
Yeah.
And it was women. Like you can pick if you want a female or a male driver too.
On there, like over here.
Yeah.
You can pick what you got. That's cool. I think things are doing that too. I think that's now regulation by Uber and do it too now.
I think it's good. I called it in my phone, pick up and drop off, but I'm pretty sure the business has a name.
Julianne says, "Or you go walk to KFC and craving some food to your house. When the driver reach, hop in the car." Like, how does that work, ma'am? How does that work? Does not sound safe at all. Would not recommend.
Sidebar, speaking of Craven, I realized that you can order food from your favorite establishment and pick it up on Craven. I did not know this.
Oh, you mean
so I've been toting the bamboo line unnecessarily.
Oh, yeah.
Why didn't anybody tell me this?
Sorry. I mean, when you go on Craven, it gives an option, too.
I don't use Craven because in my head...
I'm not advertising Craven yet because
it's very true. Very true. But that was revolutionary.
No, you go in,
and I've already used it twice this week. In a week where I've already cooked and shouldn't be buying food on the road. School about to start. I definitely shouldn't be buying food on the road. Twice.
You do not have disposable cash at this time. Apparently you have disposable
I was like, so you telling me I've been toting bamboo line unnecessarily?
Yeah. You put it in there. Then you came in, come pick up the Craven order. And you walk in and get your food. But anyway, so I saw a
DGMT in Bamboo when I went, and they were going to pretend that they didn't see me.
You calling them up? You calling names?
Absolutely. Hey, what you saying?
No, I mean now we calling names.
No, I'm not going to do it. But if they're listening, they know themselves.
I wonder what it is.
But then I didn't call them out because I was like, when I walked in, I saw them, and in my head I was like, when I leave, I'll say bye. But they'll probably say hi to me first because the way I'm standing, they're looking at me. I'm looking this way, so they'll see me. Nope. So I had to say bye.
What? Call it in. Let's put them on blast.
You would have too much fun if I did.
We call names and we judge. That's what we do here. So call names. We want to hear who they are. Anyway. Who tried to disown you in public?
It's so painful.
Who tried to disown you in public?
Do you know what? Anyone can disown me in public, but when church people do it, it hurts differently. There's another scenario, but I'm not going to talk about it because it's a little bit too close to the bone.
Oh.
It's too close to the bone, and I have to go to work on Monday, so I have to.
You hold your ass.
I was in a scenario where I went outside of my comfort zone in my working environment to socialize with the new teachers, and I received a very cold response. And in my mind, I was like, idea who you playing with. That's literally what I thought, man. I was like, you have no idea.
So this the game we want to play? This what we want to do? Okay. Ah, boy.
Right.
Julia said there's an older lady who hacks. She offers a ride for $3 from the mall to the road on which I work. $3.
$3?
Whoa.
From the mall?
$3?
She doing that because she bored. She don't need the money.
Yeah, definitely don't need the money.
She's trying to make friends.
I say I go for at least 5, 10. I go at least 10. I would say 10.
So the road on which Jody works?
I say like anything. How many hackers do that? They like a set price.
No, man. She
Back
needs
in the
to be
day-
going at least
Back in the day,
$10.
the persons who I know, and I talk about this like 15 years ago. They had a set price. Usually no more than $15. Let's go.
Wherever you going.
I mean, if you're not neighborhood in the food store, you don't go that far.
Yeah, that's true.
So you don't come from out. You don't come from out like the key.
Yeah, that makes sense.
To Portia
I mean,
Control
that makes a
Street.
lot of sense.
Yeah.
If they're in the food store, they know people
Yeah.
are going
You
local.
don't go that
That's
far.
smart.
You ain't
That's
that far.
smart.
Yeah, so that's what they used to do.
$3.
Now $3 is.
Dollars?
Sorry, I didn't set that number out. that's a good little.
The fact that we're throwing the word hacker around is still troubling me a little bit, but let's continue.
That's the official term.
And after 10 years, this is the first time I'm hearing
The
it.
official term is a hacker.
This is the first time I'm hearing it.
Like next time you go to, if you have like a store that you frequent, like just look around. You can see like there's like a.
And you know, probably now that you said it, I'll see it. I never saw it before.
Oh, guy, you just sitting down by the door.
That's powerful.
Just talking, chilling with security. Even security sitting down talking, the key, and it could be 2 or 3 of them.
I love it.
Yeah. But anyway, so yeah, that was the news and reviews, the stories with the taxi drivers, and then there's a couple. I don't remember their names because I didn't like pay attention to their names too much. I was just reading the story. I was going through an ugly little breakup on live online, going back and forth
So
on
where did you see it?
Facebook. It's on Facebook.
But do you know the people?
I don't know the people, but people just started sharing the post because it was.
And you didn't send it to me. I've told you about this behavior
Because
before.
what happened was, I thought it was, first of all, I didn't think it was Bahamians. I thought someone just posting something to key. And then the more and more I saw it, and then it's too late.
So now so if I go looking, I won't find it?
I don't think you find much. Cause some people have screenshots of it, but I didn't screenshot of it. I didn't screenshot it, and the people have since take down their page and want to block their page.
Okay.
See, there you go. Hey, Stephanie says. Stephanie says, my mommy and I used to take hackers from back home from the store.
I am learning something. I
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah, so
love
that's
it.
the unofficial taxi drivers.
And so the real taxi drivers are mad because of but the unofficial taxi drivers are serving the Bahamian people.
No. They're not mad at the unofficial taxi drivers. They're mad at
the
They're mad at the Uber services that's now coming up, and like some limo drivers that are now going over. So that's what they. Really
I guess
mad
it's because it's competitive, though, isn't it? Prices are cheaper.
It's not even competitive. It's just because what taxi drivers charge.
But that's everywhere in the world, and I don't know how Uber does it. I don't know how Uber is consistently undercutting every established
there's so much drivers
taxi service
charge
around the
$50
world.
Someone telling the story the other day that to take them from the airport to a place on 20 Darling Highway was $65.
Sorry, what?
From the airport to a location not too far, right by Mario's. From airport to Mario's, $65
I can't even speak.
by a taxi driver.
When I first moved here, and all I knew was taxism from the airport and thing, I was paying $35 to go from the airport to Blair.
When you came in? Oh, you came in on a good time.
Yeah.
Oh no, this just happened about
$65.
But they had so there was like they had 3 or 4 bags. I was like, oh yeah, you pay for the bags. So I'm paying for people. I'm paying for bags as well now. So probably they just doing whatever they want to do because there's probably no set prices, no set fares. I think only fare. I know there used to be a sign. I'm the sign is still there. There used to be a sign that used to be up that told you from like here to Atlantis, from here to here was a certain price. I remember when we got a taxi. One time my aunt was here, Auntie Leaf, and her 2 daughters, and we wanted to go downtown. And a taxi driver, he was actually at the parts store not too far from our shop. So we was like, hey, we want to go downtown. He's like, how much is this for? He's like, all right, $5 a person. And that was it. But this was like, again, 15 years ago. So he's like $5 a person. Now we paid $5 and we gone. Now, one person, but you have 3 bags from
$65.
up the airport.
Because the vehicle doesn't. So I know, like I'm super fascinated by the concept of Uber. I'm just enamored by it. And Ghanaian taxi drivers will talk all their business. They'll tell you all the ins and the outs. They'll tell you the top, the tail, and the ins and the outs. So, for me, what gets me is just how attractive Uber is to everybody.
Yeah.
Like just how right now in London, if people are not driving Ubers in their free time to make an extra buck, they're doing Amazon delivery. Like, that's blowing my mind.
You know, for us,
because I hate driving, so
for a while,
it always strikes me.
For us, that was like craving deliveries.
I saw that it was a very brief window.
A brief moment where everybody
wanted to do craving deliveries, and I feel like that's what Uber's done. But Uber takes a percent. Uber is charging less than the taxis. Right. They take a percentage of your money, and it is still more. A man I met in Ghana was an accountant. He worked for an accounting firm. He started driving Ubers, and then he quit his accounting job because he made more money driving Uber. I'm telling you, they tell you their whole life. They tell you their whole life. He said he quit his job as an accountant. He drives Uber full time.
I mean, they don't talk about it, but there's obviously a transportation crisis in the Bahamas. It's a transportation crisis. The amount of cars that we have on the road, like just normal cars we have on the road. However, you try to call a rental car company for a car on a weekend, and there's very few rental car companies that have cars on the weekend. So there's all this little supply and demand. I think I talk about if you have better public transportation, and we have a reliable service that we can use, like this little Uber or taxi service, we can get some of the cars on the road, and we don't seem to get with that. And
you all only have 21/7.
Only 21/7.
Only so much you could do.
And that 21 really ain't fully 21/7 because we really saturated on one part. we really on a strong 15/7. We really take up the whole 21.
And that saturated section is called the East. the Eastern District of the island.
But that's the thing, and it's not. I think there's a slight geography lesson that I don't know if people notice where the middle of that Nassau Island is.
I know. Can I say? To the middle of the island, it's Gladstone Road.
It's Gladstone Road.
I know.
Now we don't talk about that fact much. Every time you live on East, literally we live on East. You just live on the next side, Gladstone.
East of Gladstone Road. But Gladstone Road in and of itself is classed as west. If you reach Gladstone Road, you deep west.
Far. Like, why are you so far?
Deep west. What do you mean? That's the middle of the island.
So when we really saturated, Gladstone Road and East. That's where the really saturation point is. So I don't know what they're gonna do with taxi driver. I wish we could get a reliable service, and then we could get a better bus system, so they don't be fighting and speeding and taking on doing dumbness in the road every day. But that's still
now, mind you. That said, for all I said about the Uber situation or the transport situation, all buses are better than those in Ghana. Absolutely.
Are the buses? Yeah. So the drivers, or I mean, it's the bus itself.
The quality of the bus, the driver.
What?
The road, the driving, the driving itself, just generally.
How's it scheduled? Do you have a schedule? Is it like schedule?
Schedule, no, to be.
Or like you stand away and hope somebody comes. Nice.
It's like a whole thing. Like you pretty much know where the bus is going based on what the person is shouting out the window as they drive past.
Oh, they know numbers.
Tema. So you're like in a place with a bunch of buses, and you have to listen for the one that shouts the location where you want to go.
Okay.
But it's part of the rhythm of the culture, and I love it. I love it. It works. If you're there, if you use the system, you know how it works. I would be so like, don't even.
It happens sometimes. I mean, I remember my time in Jamaica that was the thing too. Like where like the public transportation was like there's just guys walking around halfway tree, and just walking around. You're like, all right. Let's go.
And for me, what I found was just, it's so like, it's rhythmic. The way they shouting out the window and then somebody's in the market. And it's almost like something out of a movie where they like romanticize Africa and African culture. But it was real. So I went out and I went to the market, like the huge market in the middle of Accra. And when I say huge, I mean it's massive. It spans several roads. And I bought some material. The first time I went, I bought some material from a stall. And I had to go back there. The man had to send me the location because I was never going to find it by myself again. It was so big. And when I went the next time, I found another stall that sold material. And I bought like 2 or 3. And then I went back again another day with my sister. And I was like, I think I'm going to be able to find it. So we were walking on what I thought was the road. And then I heard a sound. Bookshelf. All for wholesale prices. Bookshelf. All for wholesale prices. Because the first time I went there, It literally was drummed in my head.
So
I walked past and I was like, wait, I recognize that sound. And that's how I was able to find my stall.
I know where you're going. I
was like, Kirsty, it's this one. It's this one for sure. Bookshelf, bookshelf, bookshelf. Because there was a man on a megaphone consistently over and over again. Bookshelf, bookshelf, bookshelf. All for wholesale prices. I could work for him. I had the rhythm down pat.
Yeah, like those kind of things. You love the cultural things.
Oh no, it was beautiful. So absolutely beautiful.
It's organized chaos.
I spent an obscene amount of time in the market. I really shouldn't have.
Did you buy things too?
I did. A lot of things. Got my beads. Got my beads, man.
Yeah, to things.
Got some beads. Got some material.
Like so, they match you up and then just lock it up.
No. They just give you a long strip. You've got to put it on yourself.
Oh, you lock it yourself?
It's not locked. It's cloth. And then you tie it and then you burn it. So it doesn't open up.
Nice. Wonderful. Anyways, how we get it talking about, taxi drivers. That's news and reviews. News and reviews of taxi drivers in uproar.
And those of you on the Family Island, you get a 50% rebate from BPL. Woo! Why you suck your teeth?
What that mean?
Isn't 50% rebate is like...
I don't know. I asked you what that mean.
You get 50% money back on how much you spent. Isn't that what a rebate is?
I don't know. This is my first time hearing about this thing, and I don't know.
This only happened today or yesterday.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's like a refund. A refund for overpaying.
For overpaying.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll wait to see.
We're all overpaying, aren't we?
I can say it's not. And I heard the excuse that they was so funny.
Not the Family Island people sucking their teeth.
I heard
no.
There was Leslie Miller's on another show. He's talking about it, and someone asked him why the prices were so high for gas, because he was the chairman for BEC at one point in the former two-pass administration, and he was explaining like what happened. Like he was like, we use a certain kind of fuel at this location, but that could run the country like on a normal use. Summertime, we go to another location, and that uses more expensive fuel. And that's why the bill is high.
Exponentially higher.
Exactly.
So not only are you using more electricity, the electricity you're using is more expensive.
More expensive to get. So we said that like about 2 weeks ago. This is like prior to the BPL talking about, let's using more. So all of a sudden last week, when the lady come off of BPL, she's like, okay, so what's happening is we have to use the fuel from I was like, man, we can at least give the man some credit who said this. So like, I don't know if you think we don't watch the news, but we watch the news. We know that he said
We've heard this before.
And he is not involved. So now their new reason now for why your bill is so high is because they have to buy more expensive fuel because the station at Blue Hill Road.
But can anyone explain why it's so much exponentially higher than it was last summer?
Because the fuel price gone up, apparently. Is that true? Apparently not, because I went to the United States of America and their prices are still basically, their gas prices didn't go up. Our gas prices still up there to 1.6. And usually we sort of like go down.
Gas prices in the gas station gone up?
Yeah, like around 5.40, I think 5.40, 5.50. I don't even check. I ain't like that. I just put it down.
Because if it's gone up, what am I going to do? Not put gas in my car?
Again, $50.
I just put gas in the car.
Again, $50. My light would turn on. Give me $50. Where that goes, we'll see when you finish.
Oh, the single ladies fishing line caught a man at the Rubis gas station. Put gas in my car. Went about his business. He put it in. Went about his business. He went to another car. The next thing I know, that car has pulled around and is parked next to me. Put my window down. Just to let you know, the guy that put the gas in your car, he's a really good guy. Drives off.
What?
Perplexed.
Hold on. Push pause. What?
Let me say this again.
Like, what happened?
So this is the scenario. I'm at Rubis gas station.
Mm-hmm.
The gentleman comes to put gas in my car. I've filled in my tank, so it's going to take a while.
Right.
In the meantime, he moves over to another car that is facing me but is on the other side. And he goes to put gas in their car. I don't know what conversation transpires, but what I know is that car drives around
and he comes
pulls
to you.
up beside me and tells me to roll down my window. So I was like, is there something coming out the door? Like, what have I done? He was like, just so you know that the guy who put gas in your car, he's a really good guy. And I was like, okay, thank you. And then he drove off. And the guy who was directly opposite me was just busting up laughing. So clearly, everyone on that side heard the conversation.
Hey, we knew what was happening? So did the guy who put the gas came back to you?
He did. I was like, did you send? He's like, no, man, I was just telling him that I like the girl in the car on the other side. And he said, he can tell you that he thinks he's a nice guy.
This is high school.
He said, and then he said, did it work? Did it work? I was like, it was different.
That didn't work.
He's like, where are you from? But not the Bahamas. He's like, where are you from then? I was like, if I come back here to get gas, I'll let you know. All right now.
Well, you missed the window, man. The window was open. You missed the window.
My window was definitely open.
You missed the window?
I don't feel like I did.
You missed the window. Come on.
Jody Ann, I'm all for everybody. Listen, I support.
And he got an alley hoop. Wasn't it true, Jody? He got an alley hoop. He got an assist.
I support the shooting of the shot in every way, shape, or form. He gets 9 out of 10 for creativity.
Yeah, you assist.
He gets
You got a wingman.
7 out of 10 for bravery, confidence.
Why don't you include somebody else in this conversation? That's wild. Like, hey, you go over there. Like, hold up, so you thought this guy.
I'm not. I think maybe the circumstances weren't ideal.
The gas station.
Yeah.
That could be his part-time job.
Maybe somewhere else.
He has another job, and he gets used to help pay for the school fees coming up.
Oh, it's not necessarily the job. You're turning the words. I said circumstances. The circumstances.
Oh,
the circumstances were not ideal. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Amen.
Anyway, I was just like, wow, this is fun.
Jody says, might as well shoot this shot. God, I'm a wingman. I was like, first of all, you find a random wingman. Just a random
Because I was like, is he your friend? Because I think I did say to him, is he your friend? He said, no, I was just telling him. I was like, how do you get telling this random man whose gas you pumping? Anyway. And it was the guy opposite me who was literally dying in his car laughing.
I'm saying you popped the balloon. You popped the balloon on there. I popped the balloon on the guy.
I hate that show. It makes me cringe so much.
But he didn't time to explain himself. He just wanted to come.
I didn't pop it. I took his name and I gave him my name.
Oh, okay.
One thing about me, I'm so polite, you know. I'm really, really polite.
I don't know you get
It's very rare you're going to be like...
To exchange names. So names were exchanged.
No, I was polite. I laughed at him. I was like, I was quite nice. I was friendly. And then I didn't shut him down. I wasn't rude. I made a joke about how the next time I come by, I'll tell you where I'm from. Like, I was cool. Because I am cool.
That's what you are. Okay, I'm a cool person. I didn't give him the real name.
I give him a real name.
The real name.
Jody Ann.
Not Sasha.
Jody Ann Henry. It's not Sasha, it's Saskia.
Oh, you have a name too?
Yeah.
Saskia?
It's on my...
That's what you was going.
It's on my vacation t-shirt.
Let's go with Saskia.
Yeah. I don't know where it came from, but it stuck. It's on my vacation t-shirt.
I don't remember that. Saskia. All right, so that's right. That could be the side gig, and we could get free gas for a few months.
Again, you guys are making it about a gig. It's not about the gig. I said it was about the circumstances. Don't put words in my mouth.
The overall
I didn't say anything about, you know.
A young man, if you're listening.
Hold on. This reminds me of something Carlo said on Tuesday that I was going to address, but I left it because he was in the flow. Carlo was like, you know, sometimes men are intimidated by the job a woman does. I was like, I'm a teacher. I wanted to be like, Carlo, do you know I'm a teacher?
I mean, in your case, you are a teacher that teaches the English language.
But then, hold on. You'd have to have a conversation with me to find that out in the first place. So you can't be intimidated by my job if you don't know what my job is.
That you teach English.
Why? That's intimidating, Delton.
Because now I find myself now having to speak properly. And I was like, I don't want to be judged. It's like, I got to make sure that my verb and my subject agree.
While I don't appreciate people making assumptions about me just by hearing what I do for a living, that assumption is absolutely correct.
You are going to be judged?
So actually, if that intimidates you because you're not sure about the quality of your verbal expression, it's probably best. It's probably best.
Because now I have to think about so much things I have to say. Like, I don't want to say this wrong way.
The worst is the ones that try to elevate their expression and just start making mistakes. I don't know if I should find that admirable and flattering or just annoying.
Because now, if I don't send you a text,
I had an instance just today.
I have to go to ChatGPT now before I send text to you.
Just today,
made
a statement. I was like, this doesn't make sense. And you've used all your good vocabulary for this.
Use all the big words. All the big words.
All your big words. All your synonyms. You use them. This right here don't make no sense. But because I'm intelligent, I'm going to decipher what you meant to say.
What are you trying to say? Intelligent. I'm a teacher for years, so I know what you're trying to say.
That's a striking gangster name, sir.
But I'm trying to be
I
impressive.
know. That's why I'm like, maybe it's a bit mean.
That's the That's the intimidating factor.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to use ChatGPT to talk to you. I want to be able to say the things I want to say.
I'd quite like you to not have to.
Exactly, but in your case, I'm not sure.
That's why.
Like I want to say,
about it.
I want to say something to you. It's like if I say this, if I put a part together, oh gosh, she's gone. If I pop in the spell.
See, Delton, the difference is between the one who actually asks themselves the question, like, is it this a part or that part? And the one who has no idea that there's a difference. See what I mean?
And be like,
so I'll take it back. For the ones that try and make mistakes, I'm going to be more gracious.
All right. So the party guy today, you tried.
But you know when women say, oh, it gives me the ick. That's the ick. That gives me the ick. And I didn't choose this life. This life chose me. This life chose me. I didn't pick this.
No, but there's a lot of pressure on guys. Not even, I think in just in regular thing, like if you have somebody who you think is like a little astute, you try to like word yourself with the things different.
No.
So forget even relationship, just like normal, like a normal person. Like there's someone that goes to our church who got prayed for on Sunday that I stood for. Like usually like we would talk back and forth. And like I told somebody like one day I was typing them and I was like, I fix what I say no more. Like I was just randomly like trying to talk properly. I was like, I speak properly to you. So now I say, hey bro, I do initials, I do bad language because this is the way I speak. And then you can catch up. You smart, you can figure it out. Because I'm not trying to fix this for you anymore. So respect the guy who ain't trying to fix it. No?
Yay.
Respect the young man.
Okay.
I'd say
No, definitely.
I ain't trying to impress you.
I do. I will actually. You're right.
I'm not verbose.
I do respect.
And I think I said the word properly. I'm not sure.
Being authentically themselves. Yeah.
I can say I'm coming.
I think you should.
DGMT
is you should expect a little snippet of dating sagas, single sagas every time we meet now. At this point, there's always going to be something.
Speaking of that, I was going to go with today. I was going to go with the topic of the blessing and the burden of singleness. So I was going to go with today.
You didn't bring a special guest, Dave.
I didn't bring a special guest.
So you planning to ask me questions?
I'm the audience.
Okay.
But yeah, I have no questions. And then it's time to go.
It's not time to go.
It's time to go.
Time to go home. No! Ready to go home.
Jody says, okay, but no. I said no.
See, Jody, culturally, I agree with you 100%. But when I went to Ghana, I realized even the astute say am.
They type it too? Or they type it too? When did that become a thing? I'm not sure when did that become a thing?
It's almost like a form of slang now. Like, it's not even poor grammar. It's just a colloquialism. Like, irregardless is now acceptably used.
Yeah, it moved. It was colloquialism at one point, but now I think they now made it official.
I think now that's not going to change. That's not going to change my personal stance. But I think I'm being a little bit more open-minded as I realize that culturally people use it as a colloquialism.
Right. And there are persons who don't know it was not a word.
And it's difficult. It's difficult to know the difference now. The ones that don't know and the ones that are just taking advantage of the knowledge they have.
So see, it's hard. It's hard out here for it.
See, somebody said that to me the other day, and I literally responded that when you're trying to get this money for the rent, when the Cadillac and gas money spent, I wouldn't say the next part. And I had a strange urge to watch Hustle and Flow. Strange urge to watch Hustle and Flow after that.
Yeah, totally. So that's all our topic for news.
All right,
reviews.
That's our news and reviews. Thank you, everybody.
Segment those who chimed in. If you remember anything else that happened that is worth talking, that had piqued your interest over this week that happened, please be sure to let us know. I saw they had the Jesus March.
Wasn't that the week? Wasn't that this week?
That was last week?
Our last show.
I think it was the week. I think it was
the
day of our show. I think.
Day?
Yeah, I think it was day of our show.
Yeah.
Jesus is our turn. They had a whale of a time.
I love it.
Marching through the streets. But I think, and then I think I saw a lot of saints last night. Shaking up yourself. Where was I?
Oh!
I saw a lot of saints last night shaking up themselves.
I didn't know I would have gone there.
To shake up yourself as well?
Not necessarily.
Shake up yourself?
It looked like a good time.
I saw the saints shaking up themselves last night.
Did you go?
Oh, no.
I thought you went.
Me? Leave house at dark?
I mean, it was live music.
But it was dark. The sun was very sad. But I don't leave my house once the sun goes down. Once the sun goes down, that's it for me. I call it around. As we were talking today.
I've got to tell you this.
Oh, boy.
This is really not for people on the radio, but I've got to say it because I've just remembered. A certain person who lives nearby me made a comment the other day.
Oh, boy.
And they said, You know, because you're always out late. And sometimes you don't even come home. You sleep out.
Oh,
I want you to know.
You guys.
I was mortified. I said,
You're sleeping out.
They say sometimes you can sleep out.
How? I feel about it.
I was mortified.
So how you know?
They were trying to explain why the gate was not left open. Because you always be out late.
I do what? I beg your pardon.
In Julian's word, I beg your finest pardon.
I beg.
That scarred me. I don't know why that bothered me so much.
You're my business.
First of all, let's start with that. Secondly, I'm scandalized. I clutch my pearls. Because one thing I will not be doing is sleeping anywhere other than my bed. Have you seen my bed? There's no reason for me to sleep anywhere else.
Oh, it's...
Anyway, sorry, I digress. You were saying something very profound. And
I don't remember what it was anymore.
It was...
In the words of you guys, that spun me.
That's what?
That spun me.
That surely was fun. Oh, no, you were saying something.
What was I saying?
I don't know.
I don't remember what it
You'll
was.
remind Delton what he was saying.
The people that cheated on themselves at Gombe last night.
Oh, okay, yes. Because you don't go outside.
I don't go outside.
When it's dark.
Yeah, that's how we got there.
That's how we got there.
Yeah.
Because apparently I'm always out when it's dark. I understand.
I don't sleep. I don't sleep at home.
I don't sleep.
Herrera says, I don't mind the spoken slang, but I definitely have a problem with commonly used words being misspelled. And he's typing with all his chest, speaking his mind.
See, don't rant to me in typing and don't have punctuation.
If I rant to the guy, I'm not punctuating. I'm upset.
Well, call me.
I'm upset.
Don't make me read that.
Are you gonna read without breathing?
Don't make me have to read that.
Like you're gonna read without breathing? Like you're gonna breathe? Go ahead, just read.
Because it is literally like an automatic switch in my mind. If I'm engaging with someone who I highly respect and they're writing and it's poorly punctuated, just it go down in my estimations ever so slightly. I don't control it. It's just what it is, guys. It's not. I didn't choose this life. This life chose me.
Life chose you.
But anyway, as you were saying, the people were shaking up at
Yeah,
dark.
so probably last night at the I think it was the Gombe. I think was it the last one? I don't know if it was the last one or not.
Last one, there were others?
Yeah, there were other. I think it was
Throughout
other days.
the summer.
Yeah, throughout the summer.
I missed them all.
But they had a whale of a time. I saw videos and clips.
I don't think it's the last one.
Not the last one.
I think next Saturday will be the last one.
I know the one that was last night was postponed. I thought it was going to the last one. It was postponed due to something, and so they had it last night. So our fellow,
it looked like a good time.
Our fellow boxer talk person, I think he sang last night, Kenyatta Taylor. So I think Grandma came to church last night. I think I saw him on the fly. so I think
Grandma came to church.
I think Grandma came to church last night. But yes, I think that's what's happening in the country. Yes, what's happening in your neck of the woods. So I saw Jody Ann put this there, and I want to talk about this today too. Jody Ann says it's not local, but the stellar dress code Todd Delaney to do. Now, did you see this?
I saw the Todd Delaney.
So, of course, for those who don't know, the Stellar Awards were held last week. For those who also don't know, Stellar Awards are the gospel Grammys, basically. That's why they give out the awards for all the gospel artists and the things that they do.
It was Glory who won something last year. That was the scandal last year.
That was the BET award.
That was the BET. She won Best Gospel.
Yeah, the BET award.
And you're only given one gospel award, and you give it to one gospel artist.
The gospel artist. So, Todd, but Todd Delaney, that's what the getting gospel artists do.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the way y'all live now, though. So I mean,
truth be told.
Yeah. So anyway, but Todd was out there.
Oh, that's why he did a live.
Yeah.
Oh, tell me what he did. I missed it.
So, his posted he did a takeaway from the Stellars. So you can find it for those who may have missed it. All right. So Todd Delaney's post, my takeaway from the Stellars. He said, this is a little 2 cents. For those who are on Facebook, you can see this on the screen. For those on the radio, I'll read it for you.
Oh, is this why then there was this whole okay.
Yeah.
There's a lot of posts.
So he said, don't allow someone to put you in some clothes just because they say they're a stylist and you're not. fashion goes in some ridiculous direction sometimes. Tell the stylist, I want to look like a man, or I want to be a woman, not a confused human. You don't have to go in the direction of fashion. Ask anyone backstage with me. I'm super vocal. Nah, not too much of that. So that was his post. His post was, y'all here doing the most. And
he is speaking to something that has really been troubling.
And then he came back like a few days later. He was like, heels are for women and so are purses. It's like gasoline. Hashtag gasoline. Hashtag stir. So I put hashtag stir the pot. And so he was stirred the pot. So he was on one going back and forth with people. And I think his last one he posted was, I want y'all to understand the group of people that are mad are not strong enough for me. That little churchy pocket that think they have the ability to cancel someone is not strong enough to cancel someone that God has established. Get mad, make more posts, but the team and I will be in Canada in a few days with all black on. And the devil is in trouble.
I love it.
And so he has been going back and forth with the community.
I love it. Look who decided to pop into the chat and tell us, hey, me, man. Or he didn't tell us, hey, he just commented.
Well,
so I don't have to acknowledge the comment. I don't have to
yeah,
say
he
hi.
didn't say good afternoon. But he posted that, and I didn't realize that the Saints would be in uproar about that. I just thought they just like ignore it, but they took it. Some people took it very personal, and they went on. Some people went found old pictures of him. At some point, he posted a picture of himself on the beach. Now, why would he say this?
Oh, with the baseball booties. Now I understand what's been going on.
So they went digging up stuff. They tried to pull files as well.
And they were trying to say this is not the kind of thing somebody who's a married man would say. This makes so much sense.
This is why they pulled his file, and he had hashtag baseball booty. Now, why would he put that? I still was quite shocked. I didn't address that. I really want to know. Like, why would you put this anyway? For true, honestly. Why was this your hashtag?
What is that? Anyway.
I mean, he did play baseball. Probably he's an amazing baseball player. Could have. I think he got an injury something and didn't make it to the major leagues. He was really good. So I don't understand why he posted that one, but they pulled that. They're trying to pull. I mean, that's all they really had. They had nothing else on him.
Because what are you trying to prove? That he is like
that
the
he
people
might be. Yeah, they were saying that.
Stop it.
That he's probably one of them.
Oh,
in his life
ridiculous.
today, he was like, "That's just one thing. I trace my history. That's not for me." He talked about that today on his live.
I love it.
And he went back and forth. And then persons, of course, in today's society, you have those who come. When he made the post about heels and purses, they were like, did you realize that heels and purses were made by men for men back in the day? La la, ray, ray. Booga, booga, booga. I'm trying to talk about fashion and trying to talk about
this thing about fashion is
men
becoming,
back in the day used to wear wigs.
It's becoming a real issue. It's becoming a real issue because I feel like what we are seeing now is the consequence of things moving in a direction that they've been moving in for decades, if not hundreds of years. And the challenge is, and I'm not saying that doesn't give people a right to say what they say or feel what they feel, but I think everybody's got to understand their place in the bigger picture.
Right.
So a woman who's walking around in jeans and agrees with Todd Delaney has to do so with a bit of perspective, because you are a product of a movement away from what would have been classed at a time as feminine fashion and masculine fashion, right? And I think we have to acknowledge, if we are going to be jeans wearing, look at me with my loose fitting shirt, okay, as somebody who has always had a preference for what we would call androgynous fashion. So androgynous fashion refers to, like, it doesn't have like a sex. It's kind of just, but what we're seeing now,
he's got a tomboy.
Tomboyish, probably. What we're seeing now, but then it became androgynous when they kind of put the feminine spin on the tomboy fashion. Yeah. So a woman who would wear that wasn't classed as a tomboy because she still had her makeup on and her hair done. So that's when it kind of became androgynous as opposed to tomboyish. But now what we're seeing, and I had this conversation multiple times over the summer, is how fashion for women is becoming more masculine, period. Like, it's more fashionable to dress like a man. Mm-hmm. And you see male fashion for those who are, I think women are more impressionable when it comes to fashion and trends. Because like the baggy pants, the loose fit, the baggy t-shirts, like everything about fashion is encouraging us to be less feminine in how we dress. And for me, because I traveled and I saw, one of the fashion capitals of the world, where you see the forward movement of fashion before it gets to somewhere like the Bahamas, quote unquote. I was just like, why do we all, first of all, and I said this to my friends, like, why do all the women look the same? 1, 2, why do all these young girls look like boys? And that was a really troubling thing for me. And so I think
forward.
And I feel like church people, we've got to be careful being outright. Nah, the boys can't do this. Like, miss, you're wearing jeans. You got to, because you gotta know, you got to see where you fit in the bigger picture. Right. Know what role you are actually playing in what we're seeing now. Because what you've been allowed to do and get away with, even in church, has set the platform for what we are seeing now, right? Nevertheless, that does not change the fact that in 2025, wigs are for women, skirts are for women. Like, there are some things that are widely acceptable as being for women and for men. Purses are one of them. Heels are one of them.
But
for me, the thing about wearing heels is the way you all carry yourselves, the way you all are built, where your pelvis sits on your body. It's not conducive for wearing heeled shoes.
But they are saying, and the movement is, if we want to talk about these things that are acceptable,
talk about mother.
These are things that this is from back in the day. They said,
do you know what? I wouldn't even go there. My thing is, why do you want to wear that? That's what I would say.
Because it's fashionable. This is where fashion is. The problem is, and they like to throw this argument there, those on this side of the world, we're always behind in fashion trends. We don't know what's fashion on the other side of the world. And so the idea of men wearing the skirts and things, that's happening for years. And it's just catching up over here now on this western side.
I think, for me, I would say to anybody like that, I would say, well, you have to acknowledge that if you do that, there are some people that are going to assume that you like men.
And you can't worry about them, is what they say.
No, don't worry about them. And carry on smartly.
That's what they say.
Carry on smartly.
You can't worry about them.
Is wearing a skirt going to put somebody in hell? I don't think so. Is a man wearing heels going to put him in hell? I don't think so. But I definitely would question what the motivation is. I would question what makes you want to dress like that. And I would say women too. What makes you want to wear, from whence does the desire to wear bodycon all day, every day come from? Like, what's the motivation? Because I think, and it's a very hard line to walk. It's a very difficult reality to accept. But a lot of this is the idolization of yourself. You have made yourself, your body and your appearance an idol. And your vanity has made you entirely selfish. Your vanity makes you feel like you can do whatever you want, whenever you want, because you like it. And that for me is, that's the thing that means I don't care what the trend is. I don't care if it's 2025 or 1890. As a believer, what governs how we appear should be service to God and his people, right. Should be a humble attitude, should be being spirit-led. And so if you can stand 10 toes down and say in all those categories, in all those ways, or all those principles that shape how we dress, right? Because the technicalities of it, we could be fighting all day. Right. Whether it's trousers for women, whether it's our head should be covered, whether it's should we be wearing earrings, should the skirts be long, A-line pencil. We could do this all day long, but we need to strip it back to what are the basics, what are the foundations, what are the principles. And I think the truth is, a lot of these famous people, especially because of the celebs, I should say, because of the industry that they're in, vanity is the motivation.
And they're going to be in the cover.
Kingdom representation is not the motivation. Right. A consciousness about how your decisions affect a younger generation is not the motivation. It is purely vanity. And the idolization of the self. And that can come from insecurities, that can come from wanting to be accepted by people, that can come from wanting to fit in. You sing music from a particular genre, you want to be a bit edgy. You want your music to be edgy, Dante Bo. So you want to be edgy.
That's the purpose of getting mine too.
So you want to be a bit edgy. You know what I mean?
You
Like
don't
you
be
could
boxed
be.
in. Don't box me in.
When push comes to shove and shove comes to fall down, CC Winans. Always fashionable, always on trend, but never up for debate. She never puts herself in a position for people to lose sight of the Jesus in her by having her costume up for conversation. You know what I mean?
She was there too. She was at Stella Awards. BB was out there.
And my thing is, all these decisions that are controversial and are going to stir the pot only put you in the line of fire and take our attention off the Jesus that you're supposed to represent.
She's out there at Stella's.
That's why when you 60-something, you ain't going to look like CC.
Yeah. No.
So that's my 2 cents. I think I'm not even going to get into arguments about fashion and trends and should men wear wigs and wear skirts. I'm not doing that. My thing is, where's that coming from? What you decide to put on? And I mean, even as a, I'm not particularly fashionable per se. Like I'm not trying to stay on top of trends.
But the trends, yeah.
But even when I put on clothes, I have to think like, what is it I'm trying to accentuate today? Like whose attention who am I wearing this for? Whose attention do I want to grab? I'm going to give an example. I'm being very transparent. When in my first workplace, I had a very good friend, music teacher, a white gentleman. It became apparent later on in the day that he was absolutely besmitten by me. I didn't realize this at the time. We were just very good friends. And I would wear, just like a regular t-shirt, a regular stretchy t-shirt. Right. I'd have a white one that I would just wear. I don't want like a few white ones, and I wear with a nice skirt, wear with some nice trousers. That was just my basic uniform. I had different color shirts, different pants. And one day he said to me, "Oh, I see you're in that tighty whitey." Never wore it again. Tighty whitey. Absolutely. I haven't worn a white t-shirt to work since then. But in my mind, when I put it on, I had no ill intent. Like I couldn't fathom that somebody saw me wearing this and was like, "Oh my goodness, I can see the curve of her, bosom in this shirt." But as soon as I became aware that this was a potential distraction or a problem for somebody, I had to do something about it. Was the decision to wear it in and of itself? No, it wasn't. There was no ill motivation. And I should have the right to wear my white t-shirt. However, as soon as I realized that was a stumbling block or a distraction, then it's incumbent upon me to decide, what do you do next?
Why are you worried about him? That's the trend.
And that's what the people them say.
Why? What have to do with him? Like, I mean, his issue is his issue. Why are you so concerned about what he has to say? He can't put you in heaven or hell.
His lustfulness. So I should be able to do whatever I want.
Do whatever you want. Because, I mean, you don't wear it. You wear something loose. Someone going to say, "Hey, loosey-goosey." Ah! so why? So you can't please everybody. So then it's out. Why are we trying to fix these things?
You know what my response to that is? Ask the Holy Ghost. Because, for me, Holy Ghost might say, you can't do that anymore. For you, Holy Ghost might be like, no, carry on.
Go carry on.
And it's the same rule may not apply.
Right.
Because this isn't a rule. There's no, do not wear tight-fitting white shirts to work. Because there's not a rule. It's not written down,
because
right?
The teacher over there likes it.
But, so that's my 2 cents. I don't think, I feel like fashion needs to be spirit-led, especially when it exists in such a controversial space for believers now. We have to be, can't take it for granted. It can't just be what you want because you want to do it and it's fashionable and that's your decision. You've got too much of a responsibility. There's too much riding on your decisions as somebody who knows God and is filled with the Holy Spirit for you to just be like willy-nilly.
But they say, you all can have that put me in, so I can do what I want.
You can, and you probably won't end up in hell. That's the thing. But this is less about going to hell and heaven. Once you get saved, that's not what this is about. Right. This is about having the most impact on earth while I'm here, because that's what I'm here for. That's what he's keeping me here for. If you're worried about not having any heaven and hell to put you, then you might as well just take your leave. Might as well be on your way.
Do what you want.
Be on your way. I see the saints have gone very quiet in the chat. I thought we'd have a lot of people contributing, but fashion is a tough one. And fashion is something believers don't realize has to be
still there?
It's back.
All right. So yeah. So I know he had an issue, not an issue, but people would comment on his attire, and his thing was, I'm just a guy that loves fashion, and so I love fashion, and so I wear what I want to wear, and you know, it is what it is.
I think I have what I call trend aversion. I've always say this.
You
like
fight it?
For me, if I see everybody, if everybody's watching a show, I'm not gonna watch it. I'm not gonna watch it till everybody's done, because I just don't want it to be said. I don't even
follow fashion.
Not about not said, but I don't want. I just don't like the idea that there was a trend and I followed it, because I feel like as a believer, I am the trendsetter.
Should be.
And so that's not to say trends are bad or good, you know, but I think we have to have a consciousness as believers. We live in a world that literally is fueled by that which is trendy. We are in it, but we are not of it. Mm-hmm. And so for me, if it is trendy to the unbeliever, before anything, your antenna should be doing because how can I trust their decision? How can I trust the decision of the unbeliever about what I should be doing, how I should be dressing, what I should be listening to, what I should be watching? So for me, it's just like a check. Now, maybe sometimes it could be a point of false humility too, a form of pride. Like, I'm better than you. I'm not gonna do anything you're doing.
Can we watch it? No,
so you gotta watch that
I'm
too.
doing that.
I'm not watching it. I'm a believer. I'm not watching it because everybody's watching it. So you got to be mindful of that too. But I do think we have to have an automatic check, because who sets the trends of the world in health, in all the mountains, in all the industries? It's the non-believer. Mm-hmm. It is the prince of this world. So we have to be mindful. So you can't tell me I like fashion, and so I'm going to wear everything that's fashionable. You've got to check yourself.
I'll wear what I want.
Because you can't trust these people to make decisions for you. They don't have your soul's interest at heart at all.
Oh, say who's that?
I think you were talking about Michael Todd.
Oh, Pastor Mike Todd. Right, that's what you were. Brenda Rose here. Brenda, hey, Brenda. And says, amen, be spirit-led.
Y'all are way too quiet. Y'all are way too quiet.
I don't like that. Completely understood. I prefer watching shows after the hype. After the calm down.
For me, I prefer to watch after the hype, because then I know I'm watching it because I'm finding it interesting, and not just because everybody else is doing it.
Yeah, I don't like it, but I mean, I can get through it. The last post that we can talk about that Todd Lane thing. Someone came under it and addressed the issue behind it. It's like, no, what are we talking about? But this person said that Nicole Collins says, "Thank you for speaking up as an ex-transgender delivered through Christ. I am highly disturbed by the church culture adopting an androgynous appearance, blending both masculine and feminine characteristics. The enemy is targeting men, specifically because they carry the seed of reproduction and were ordained to be head. This metrosexual fashion trend has emasculated many of our men who are now patterning themselves after the industry. The corporate world has standards. Even police officers and the military wear uniforms. Lord Jesus, help us to return to a place of holiness in appearance." What the last one say?
Can't take off the banner.
I can't get up right now. In appearance and identity. And that's what I'm going to say. Let us get back to a place of holiness. In appearance and identity. She didn't get much like Cedar. That's how I realized, like, this little silent majority don't really talk much at all. But this little quiet, this little loud minority, no, they could speak up, buddy. And they be up on all the posts telling y'all how y'all getting the hell for judging, and Christians shouldn't judge. And of course, somebody came in. Now, of course, y'all like talking about the feminine man.
Christians must judge. Let me tell you what they must judge. They must judge between what's right and what's wrong, what's good and what's evil, what's pure and what's impure. Why? Because we have the Holy Spirit. In fact, we can be trusted to judge better than them.
They only God could judge them. I think you want God judge you. I think you saying that God judgment when you have two options. It's really
this issue is this fashion thing. Is becoming, and this thing about emasculating men. If your dress is too feminine and too wacky, you are less attractive to me. Period. You are less attracted to a woman who is looking for a hunter-gatherer provider.
If you're in the skirt,
if you're bopping around in a skirt and heels and with a purse, I don't care how straight you are less attractive in the eyes of a woman who is looking for a man.
Absolutely should be.
And so, point blank period.
Where are you on men with manicures and like stuff like that?
You see, what do you mean with a manicure?
Like I have like the little top coat thing on.
Personally, me myself. Should I be brutally honest? Yeah. I don't like it, but there are men that I respect in my life that do it, and they've kind of changed my opinion about it.
Oh, wearing a little top coat.
Yeah, a little top coat, but I don't like it. If you've had a manicure, I'm all for manicures, pedicures. Look after yourselves. Get massages. Y'all need them. Trust me. And do your skincare, all of that stuff. But when I don't need it to be shiny. Whatever it is, you don't need a shine. I don't need your skincare to have a shine. I don't need your lip care to have a shine. I don't need your nail care to have a shine. I don't need whatever you're doing to look after yourself. Don't let it be shiny. That's literally my rule. No shine, please. No shine.
But then,
I need my man rugged. That's it. That's my personal preference. Now there are some, because I have my type is not pretty boy. I don't like men who's got it's too cut and the beard is too perfect and I need it to be a little. I need it to be a little rough and rugged. So that's me personally. So if you shiny anywhere, if your skincare is shiny, it's not for me. But I don't think. It's all part of metrosexuality, that very, very thin line.
Yeah.
I think once you start walking that line, you risk getting confused with the other people who walk that line. But I don't think walking that line or having a skincare routine or going to get manicures and pedicures automatically means you are whatever.
Yeah.
Well, me personally.
So for you, that's no shine.
It's not. I don't want to see the shining.
I have brittle nails. Get it hardener.
Huh?
You have brittle nails. You need it hardened on top of it.
I said that I'm not going to count you out, but my personal preference. My
His
personal
nails
preference.
got a little brittle on it.
My personal preference.
He has put the hard on it so
He
don't
gotta
break.
be tall, dark, rugged, and not shiny. That's just my personal preference.
So you got
Like if God sends me one that's tall, dark, and a little bit shiny and loves Jesus, I'll work with it. But I'll let him know, oh God, that's not my preference. That's not my preference.
I know there's like persons who play instruments. Get it done. Like they want shine when the camera catches them. They play the piano. They want their fingers hit the piano. Glare. That's the glare. When they play the little drums. And I don't know drums. You can't see how fingers play drums. Go into something. So,
I'm not against a man looking after his hands. I'm not, because when you touch me, I want to feel the softness, and it's unreasonable for me to expect you to have manicure soft hands without getting a manicure. That's not nice.
Hold on, you want soft hands? I would rugged.
I don't need no rough hands. No, don't touch me and you. Have you seen my skin? You can't just touch me with your hands. Them all rough. No. How do you get rugged and ashy? Rugged and ashy are not the same.
No shine.
Hold on. Does rugged in the Bahamas mean something other than what I mean?
I know what you mean by rugged.
Rugged just means not too manicured. Yeah, you know, like a bush that you allow the leaves to grow. It's too perfect and too square.
Says you want a rock.
Roxy said, I like my men with a touch of ugly. That's how I think. That's how just a touch of ugly. A little. Not too not looking like you're doing too much. Like when you spend as much time in the mirror as me in the morning, I don't need that. I don't need that look.
What do you get here?
Huh?
You get here.
Now if his hair's better than mine, we're gonna fight. His hair, when I was younger, there were some boys when I was in high school, one of the boys, I had a crush on a boy, but his hair was nicer than mine. So when I finally found out that he had a crush on me too, I was like, and I had great hair.
You missed that one.
I had great
hair. Was better than yours.
Hair. Now his locks are like down to the back of his legs. His hair's long.
You missed that window.
You could say that.
God, because Stephanie says all your nails need is cleaning and cutting down. They don't need it for no shine. She also said, it can't be shine. Let it be dull. I agree, Vera.
Yeah, man.
Jody went back to she says the carpet didn't look different from what's supposed to be a Christian event. Yeah, it definitely looked like some off the Grammys messing them. Terrell says Vera looking for form rugged and ashy.
See, ashy is what me and my friends would call luxury problem. That's a luxury problem. It could be fixed with some lotion.
That's all.
That's all. So at this stage, Terrell, you being a little ashy, that's small things. I could fix that in a heartbeat. I don't even need to spend money to fix that.
Right in your bag? Got it right here.
You not being too fashionable, you not necessarily knowing how to dress, small things. I could fix that.
Yeah.
Small things. But
you know how to dress too well. You know I dress too well.
You spending more time in the mirror and the bathroom than me is problematic.
You come to the house with a little purse, not a purse, but a little bag with your skincare routines. Not too much. The skincare routine, that's the thing that I still in. I haven't gotten to that yet.
I watched a video of a man getting ready for a date. He met a girl on, it's like an Instagram influencer, one of these people. Just came on my timeline. He connected with a girl on a dating platform app. They were talking. They arranged a date. The day before, he checked to see everything was right, confirmed, blah, 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 blah. Sent a message on the day of the date to say, I can't wait to see you, whatever. And she had unmatched him on the app. So their conversation had, like, she wouldn't respond to the conversation. So his thing was, did she unmatch him because she was already going to meet him, or did she unmatch him because she didn't want to meet him? So essentially, he was getting ready to go on this date, knowing or suspecting that she would stand him up.
Yeah,
but his thing was, I want to be the person of my word. I said I was going to be there, so I'm going to be there. He got ready for the date. And as he's telling, and it's a really nice video because he was just talking about how, I guess, from a female perspective, how men can also face rejection and how that can affect men too. Like a man puts on his clothes and he's getting ready and he's talking and he seems like a really emotionally mature man. And then the next thing I know, he's putting on his oils and his serums on his face. And I'm like,
red flag.
It wasn't a red flag. It was just like, oh. In the context of the video, it didn't emasculate him.
Okay.
Because of the video. But had I watched it without sound, it may have been different. It may have been different.
Julianne asked why the man can't have a skin.
I didn't say they can't, Julianne. I believe they should. I want my babies to have good skin. I want my babies to have good skin. So I'm not against I said don't let it be shiny. That's all I'm saying. That when we come out the house, you gleaming and your lips are gleaming. Like some of these influencers, I'm looking at them like, your skin is amazing, bro, but why are your lips shining like that?
Lip glow, lip balm and not be shiny?
Yeah, I'm going to need you to find the non-shiny version.
Vaseline
I'm going to need you to do a Delton and get a 6-in-1 Get the 6-in-1 shampoo, conditioner,
face
lotion.
Cleaner, lotion. The face scrub.
Wash, body scrub, all in one.
All in one, buddy. One time, finish.
Thank you, Stephanie. They just can't be shiny.
Today says team, no bumpy face.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's bumpy face. I don't know what a skincare routine is. I ain't gonna lie to you.
See, that's a luxury men can enjoy.
I have no
They don't have to bother with any skincare and still have good skin. They don't have to bother with hair care and still have good hair. They don't know nothing about no lashes. Lashes as long as what? So they don't even have to worry about that. They don't even have to worry about it.
I have eczema.
Huh?
I have eczema.
What is that?
That's what I do on my face. That's why I go. I have
eczema.
Yeah.
Is your face wash? Yeah. You have like a wash for your face?
Yeah,
you're doing enough, Delton.
That's enough? Yeah, that's all that matters.
That's all enough.
Doesn't redo anything?
Wash your face.
I don't know what it does. I have no clue what that thing does.
Must be nice to be men. Get all the good thing without trying. And that's why they get the good thing without trying, because they're not supposed to try.
They need to try. Like
God
that.
Not supposed to
That's a good point. Like God gave,
God gave you all enough
so
without trying.
I don't need y'all getting eyebrows waxed and shaped up and arched. I don't need y'all to get additional lashes.
Now, Delton, you touched on something. I see what you did there. I see what you did there.
I don't need y'all getting
Delton talked about men getting their eyebrows waxed and plucked.
And arched.
Arched is a no. Arched is a unequivocal no. But if you've got like a monobrow or you've got lots of excess, I'm not opposed to getting a wax to get some of the unnecessary hair removed. To the naked eye, that might look like you got your eyebrows shaped, but sometimes you just need that initial removal of all the extra. Read all about it.
Okay. I hear that.
You just need some SPF. Jodie Ann says soap and water works wonders, Delton.
Yeah, that's it.
And lotion afterwards, right? I'll never forget.
I would say yeah, but not today.
I worked with a Caucasian gentleman who, because every time I go to the bathroom to wash my hands, I would put on lotion. And I worked in a food serving establishment, so I was always putting on lotion. And he's like, what are you doing? I said, I'm putting on lotion. He's like, why? Because my skin is dry. He's like, do you put lotion on your whole body? Absolutely. After I bathe. He's like, but why? Because my skin is dry after I've bathed. He's like, but isn't water supposed to moisturize your skin? I was like, is that why you don't put on lotion? Meanwhile, you're like 17 and you look about 39.
All about that. You need that. So the water for the water's hydrating enough.
That's his thing. His thing is that people with dry skin don't drink enough water.
There you go, bingo. Goes
Oh,
from
mind you, I
the
probably don't
inside
drink
outside.
enough. That's literally what his thing was. And I was like, scientifically, that sounds like a lot of sense. I'm sure
But still.
scientifically that's correct.
But no sugar.
But lotion.
What's a no sugar?
Now, if they have a unibrow, look like a caveman, you get a pass. You can be groomed without looking too fancy.
That's what it is.
But them shave, eyebrow and ting, no sir. Yeah. I don't need you to know how to use the tools I use. You know?
I can proudly say that. That's
Yeah.
one thing I definitely realized.
I don't need you to know how
These
to
things.
use the eyelash curler or the little shaving, the eyebrow shaving. I don't need you to know all of that. I don't need you to know all of that. So, I mean, that's my take on Delton, you didn't really say what your thoughts were on the fashion. You kind of just stirred the pot and told me what other people
No, I mean, I'm definitely against the whole idea of, I think...
Do you feel like you could have a close male friend who was quite fashion forward?
No.
Why?
I just don't like it.
Even if you know he's all man.
I can know that, but if I walk with you and I dress the way I dress and you dress the way
This
you dress...
just sounds like jealousy.
This just sounds like we're a couple. Because it looks like you the woman. That's bad. It's dumb. I can't have a close friend. I'm anti this whole fashion falling trend thing. I don't do that. Like I am the guys with the purses, and I ain't gonna lie. Some of these guys who had these little crossbody bags that they try to act like masculine to me, still no for me. I'm not gonna lie. Like, and I know a few masculine guys. Like I've seen them walking through the airport with their little passport thing strapped across their chest. That's still an issue for me.
Delton, that's just purely convenient.
So it's a backpack, to be honest. Or a pocket. You remember a pocket? You put that passport in your pocket.
It needs to be safe.
Or a cell phone right in your
Can't put your
pocket.
passport in your pocket.
So to me, like even that trend right there, and then once again, this is another thing. So why do we accept that? But like some things we don't. You wear a crossbody. You call it what you want. You wearing a crossbody.
And that's
all
why
my
I
life
say
crossbody is something the females wear.
I wouldn't get into the ins and outs.
Yeah, so
'Cause
all
we
of the
allow one
nitty-gritties.
thing and we don't allow another. Because
Yeah.
everyone's getting onto the men for wearing heels and purses and skirts and skirts. But no one's getting onto the women for wearing these baggy trousers, baggy shirts, chunky tennis. No one's doing that.
Cause I feel like we almost goes back to what you said just now. I feel like certain things that female do, you don't have to do it. So I mean, like the idea of female in fashion. Like, yeah, it's female in fashion. It's like the men in fashion things. Like,
I guess I understand what you're saying.
yeah, like I don't know the man. Why we doing so much extras? Why we carrying around purses? If I got a new name for it now. So in a purse more, it's a merce. No, it's a purse. You carry around a purse. Yeah, they have a merce. You know it's a merce? They have a merce. Yeah, they have a merce. This is the bad purse. Yeah. Yeah. Ross says, please say no to the tight pants and shirts. My little celebrity crush hurts my heart with his fashion choices. Why you look so feminine now, sir?
Who this?
Who man this? Who man
This the driver? Jody Ann, this the driver? Because if so, agreed. He's become very, very feminine. I'm almost convinced he's gone the other way.
That's a dog guy? The dog NASCAR guy?
Yeah, Lewis Hamilton.
Louis? Yeah.
Louis, yeah.
Yeah.
A couple of times. And when I saw him, I was like, I'm sure Jodie doesn't approve of this. Did you ask her if you could wear this?
Yeah,
Did you speak to Jodie first?
Did you talk to Jodie about this first? No, probably no, he didn't. Yeah, no, yeah. I saw him. I think those kind of things come with the celebrity of it. Like they get into that celebrity world.
And that's why I say
now
question your motives.
I think that's why I thought somebody said, like, now you have a stylist. So now the stylist is telling them, no, man, this is what they're wearing. Wear it. And you look at the stylist.
Todd said, they're not powerful enough to cancel me. I just thought, come on.
Whoever the crews who think they can talk about me now and cancel me. Nah. And so he say from now on he'll be doing his concerts in all black with black Air Force Ones. That's what he said he'll be doing now. So you're not going to tell me what to do and what I can't do. I mean, so I think I think that we've covered all the things we wanted to cover today. We talked about singleness.
Apart from the top, the blessing and the burden.
Yeah.
What is the blessing and the burden? You were asking me.
Yeah, I was going to talk about that, the blessing and burden of Christianity. But we can say that not Christianity, of being a Christian single person, single Christian woman. Because first of all, I don't have much Christian single men to ask this question to. We're just not funny, but it's really.
I'm glad you. I was going to say, I'm glad you're funny.
I don't have much Christian single men.
If you had much and I was still single, we'd have a problem. So
I don't
let
know
that
much.
slide.
I don't know much. So
I feel like we could wrap that up in the next 10 minutes.
Or what is the blessing and the burden?
Yeah. Just to say what is the blessing and what is the burden.
What is the blessing?
And I don't mean this to be corny, right? But brutally honest, Paul says what it is. Like, you're unencumbered.
That freedom?
You're unencumbered in your service. Listen, you're unencumbered in your service to God as a believer, which is your primary reason for being here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, literally, I can do what I want when I want. I can get up and pray when I want. I could give God my and I know that sounds corny, and back in the day I'd be like, okay, Paul, it's doing too much. But as I live this life, that is the truest blessing, that I can serve God unburdened. And then I can travel the world unburdened. I can go out for a meal unburdened.
Like you have been doing.
I can roll around in my bed unburdened. And when I say unburdened, let me say unattached. I don't have another person's interests, schedule.
The acts of mission. Not mission, but I mean, but
no, I know what you mean.
Yeah, it's not say mission, but I mean.
But like, unburdened in that there's not another person I have to carry along with me and take into consideration all the things. I'm not saying a husband is a burden per se, or a family is a burden, but I think it's something else to take into consideration, and it's a whole lot of something else. So to be able to just live life without the consideration of another human being, their background, their preferences, their no one needs my money but me, and even me and my money, we struggling. So come on. I think that's a blessing. I think another blessing of singleness as you get older is the lessons you can learn from others that you don't have to learn yourself.
Right.
Like, I don't have to make those mistakes.
Because they say experience is the best teacher.
Yeah, I don't have to.
It don't be my experience.
No, I
it
can
can
see
be someone else's experience.
I can watch what's going on around me and make decisions. I think for me, a particular blessing of singleness has been I've been single and unattached. Because you know some women are single, but they're entangled. Yeah. I've been single and very, 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 very much unattached.
Tangle free.
And so I've not had to deal with like situationships and little mini heartbreaks and emotional setbacks that come from relationships. And I think that's a blessing. When I look around me, I think a lot of people around me have dealt with those things, and those things have, for lack of a better word, traumatized them. And when I mean traumatized, I don't necessarily mean scarred, but I just mean like it's left a mark on them. So it's like maybe tarnished their perspective a little bit, maybe made them a little insecure or a little bit have trust issues. I don't have done those things. I'm very trusting. Stupidly trusting, probably. Very open. Very naive. And I quite enjoy being single and naive.
Then I got this question as we wrap up. It's 3:40. I'll get 3:40. I don't know.
Because it started at 2.
That's right.
There you go.
You know, I ain't like my mind. I was thinking we started at a different time. We did start at 2.
It's because the number you see on the live is minus an hour.
Yeah.
Because it starts off at 1 hour now. I don't know why.
It
always starts at 1000. You know, at the top of the screen, above your head, that number is 13944. Not 2.
That was yours?
Mine says 239. Every time mine starts on 1 hour already.
Oh, that's weird, man.
Oh yeah, for the last.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah.
Mine just says 1 bar.
Oh okay, mine says 2. Always.
Why you got an extra hour show that we don't know about? Oh no, mine says 1.
Speaking of show that we don't know about, you'll pray for Delton and I.
Anyway,
pray for me first.
Oh yeah, last thing I was going to ask as we get it wrap up because we would do another show.
Hold on, let's read what the other people say.
Oh, sorry.
The other single woman talking. Oh my Jody.
Oh, I think they're talking about Louis.
Okay.
She went looking for Louis pictures.
I see what Judy answered with the sexy. Yeah, you can gallivant, no dependence. You can have things the way you want. Water for dinner, absolutely. The AC on the coldest setting. Thank you kindly. Absolutely, Jody.
No, those kind of things of relationships sometimes could be a bother. And you guys say, no, my life is not my own.
And have I told you about my theory about marriage?
What's
in terms of like when people get married? Have I told it to you before? So let's
close with this.
No. Ask me a question, then I'll close with that.
So no, I'm gonna ask you you mentioned this, I think, off air at the barbershop talk.
You like bring what I say off air on air.
Yeah, cause no, I think it was good because I got a question gonna ask us like, and the idea of blessing a burden, like, was it ever thought in your mind like you missed a window or like God put someone in your way and I just blew it? I blew that chance, so now I gotta fight now to try to find somebody else. That was my question. My question was like, as to encourage the single people who believe like, I missed the window, I blew this chance. This guy's probably Mr. Right for me. This girl's Mr. Right for me, and I walk past it and I missed it. Man.
I would say for me, absolutely not. Like I have no doubt about that. I'm 100% sure that I didn't miss a window.
You missed a guy with a good hair.
Again, I'm 100% sure I didn't miss a window. I didn't miss the right one for me. I haven't blown my chances because I feel like why would it function that way? I mean, that's me in terms of the life I've lived. I can look down the line and say it was none of them and I was okay. Like I'm good. I promise you I'm good. However, for those who may be a bit like, actually I can't categorically say that, my response would be, we assume that there can be redemption for every other aspect of our lives. Why not for that?
Right.
You understand what I mean? Like God in his infinite wisdom hasn't made provision for your humanity when he died for mankind.
Right.
So I would say there's provision for your humanity. Don't overthink it. You can't go back and you can't change anything. And I don't necessarily subscribe to what is for you is for you. I think it's very cliche and you could miss the essence of it. But I do think he's a redeemer. God is a redeemer by nature, by character. And he can redeem every aspect of our lives, that included. Me personally, I'm assuming he doesn't have much redemptive work to do. I'd be surprised if he turns around and he's like, actually, Vera, you went on the show and you quite confidently said.
You was like just a 10 toes down.
However,
chest out,
but
strong to the wind.
I promise you, 10 toes down, 10 fingers, and all my polygels down to say, I don't feel like I've missed a window. I don't feel like I've missed an opportunity. I don't feel like I've been in the wrong place at the wrong time, and so it hasn't happened for me.
Right place at the wrong time.
I'm curious to know. And I'll find this out when I get to heaven. I'm curious to know if I said this in that same conversation. So God's plan for all of us was to have babies so late. That's really what, and I say all of us because I have a goodly number of single female friends who are in my age bracket. And outside of wanting a companion, the next thing you think about is these eggs though. These eggs. Fun fact, I met up with a friendship group of mine, one of my oldest friendship groups. We came from different parts of the country and we literally had like a 4-hour window. You go first, you go first, you go first, you go first. Hurry up, quick, we've got to move on to the next person. And I found out that one of my friends, so in the circle, 2 are married and 2 are single. The other single girl in the circle is frozen her eggs. And I was blown away because it's never occurred to me.
Never a thing.
It's never crossed my mind that I'm in egg freezing season.
Around the same age?
She's my age. And she did it like last year. I'm in egg freezing season. Wow. It's never occurred to me. And then that raised questions about like faith and belief in God and you know what I mean? Like, but anyway, I don't even need to answer those questions because it costs between $10,000 and $20,000.
Well,
I say dollars, that was pounds, to freeze one's eggs. Eesh. So those are not questions I'm asking right now.
I have a texter that texts me anonymously, and I say they definitely feel as if they have missed windows where things could have worked.
That phrase.
They had like 2 regrets.
Oh, they have regrets?
They have regrets.
What would I say to the person with regrets?
And like, I've gone to them again, their mind right now, they would have been married with kids. If they didn't like follow or miss this window, follow. I had no words now. If they didn't like miss these windows. So the person who have the regrets, because in your mind, you 10 toes down, chest out to the wind, hair blowing. I ain't got no regrets.
I don't.
So you say to the person who have the regrets.
But you know what? Maybe my feeling of no regrets comes from an assurance that I am in the will of God for me now. You know what I mean? maybe it isn't just what I know about the people and myself and it would have worked. I think a large part of that sense of assurance comes from knowing I am serving God now.
Right.
And I cannot serve God and be regretful. You understand what I mean? And then it's in knowing about the infinite nature of God, the God that was present in my present, and that same God was present when I did what I did. Do you know what I mean? And he's the one that has the whole picture and always has the whole picture. And so I would say to that person, without being corny, commit yourself to serving God at this stage and trust that you are in the will of God now, regrets or no regrets. And we don't have enough knowledge to know what wouldn't have worked. You know what I mean? We can never know if you got married with kids and you wouldn't have had divorce or you wouldn't have been miserable. You know what I mean? You have no idea what the possibilities are. I think your only job is to maximize today.
Yeah, what you have now.
Your only job is to maximize today and commit tomorrow into God's hand. You cannot do anything about what's already gone. Definitely can't.
Word of the day.
And listen to me. There are days, once in a while, I'll think to myself, oh, if I would have been married with kids, and then I'd be like, oh gosh, thank you, Father, I'm not. Woo! Thank you, Lord.
No, I mean, to those listening, you said that eloquently, spiritually eloquently. All the things necessary.
This is a good little diversion, Delton. Necessary for all of us.
The person has this, like, Vera has this well put together. I like her first thinking. Jody says when I went
that's
home.
That's what the person said?
No, I said that's what they said online. Like, you listening, like, oh no, that's pretty good, Vera. Like, you got it all together. You get all access. Jody Ann says when I went home in June, my friend who was an OBGYN asked me if I have ever thought about freezing my eggs. I couldn't believe that's where my age reached in life.
Blessed
people are now like this is what we talk about now. Hey, you thought about you ever thought about? I mean, I think there's some not misconceptions, but I guess that society has always placed age limits on another society, also doctors too, because they get past a certain age, they start to call you geriatric, start talking you at risk. Like all these things that they put on you because of these things that society said. That now you at a point now where it's like, I might as well go freeze that for true.
Because you know what, and I'm saying this to stir the pot and be controversial, yeah? What is the difference between accepting that you're geriatric, at risk, and accepting that you have cancer? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, the saints will talk about the labels that the world will put on you. And now by faith I receive that I am fruitful and I will bring forth and I am that tree. And you know what I mean? Like, what's the difference? What's the difference? And I said for me, that was like a brief, like, because honestly, I don't begrudge anybody who makes that decision to freeze their eggs. Not at all. Not at all, not at all, not at all. And after that conversation, now, based on how she described the process, I'm like, I wouldn't be running to do it. It sounded awful. But if I had that kind of disposable cash, I would have thought twice. I would have considered it, and then I would have taken it to God and had that battle of, wait, am I doing it if it's a lack of faith? But I don't even have to ask those questions because I ain't got it. Do you know what I mean? But it did cross my mind. But I think it's an individual journey. I think when you walk with God, he knows if I need to freeze my eggs or not.
He said
so I'll trust him to let me know.
All right, guy, bash that word coming, woman of God. I hear it. God is telling you.
Imagine.
Go freeze up. Go freeze up. Go freeze up. Like, oh, God, what?
Imagine if God tells me to freeze up, I'm going to be like, bruh. So you mean not even in the next couple of years?
I ain't hold you. That's what God tells you. We rebuke that in Jesus' name. All right, so guys.
You're going to rebuke God telling me that?
Yeah.
Listen, I feel like if God told me to freeze my eggs, I would go freeze them. And then I was carrying on bad for the next 2 years. Seeing as.
Like, cheap us anyway. Anywho.
What is saving? What is that?
Oh, God. Anyway, guys, it's being real.
I had some people in my chat saying I screaming at them. Well said. The time for accountability is now. And this is God's path for them. Yeah, man. You are where God wants you to be now.
Yeah.
Like, what's gone before is not your worry. It's not your concern. Be encouraged. My mom said this, and it's something that's always encouraged me. She told me this when I was young. And having watched season 5 of Chosen, sorry to those people that I said I wasn't going to watch it to. I had to. It was brilliant. And I plan to watch it again.
Wow.
Because season 5 is the Holy Week season. So it's the season where Jesus flips over the tables in the market and he gets out the whip. Top tier scene right there, because Jesus was mad. Like, when I watched, I was like, rah, Jesus did have to be, and the disciples were like, sin together. They were asking, like, did he actually whip anybody? Like, what's the line here? It was just them saying, have you guys ever seen him hit anybody? Has he ever been this mad before? And then they called the 2 disciples that started walking with Jesus. You've been with him the longest. Has he ever done something like this before? It was brilliant. But in the scene where Jesus goes in the garden and he's like, Father, if you could take this cup away from me, and he prays that prayer 3 times, and the agony of the decision to allow himself to go to the cross, right? Something I heard my mom say when I was very young, one of the agonies, a lot of people talk about the physical agony, but the greatest agony was the burden of sin. It wasn't about the pain in his body. Right. It was about the moment where he knew the Father would turn his eyes from him because he was bearing the weight of all the sin of the world. And actually, the cup that he wanted to be taken wasn't the cup of pain, it was the cup of sin. Yeah. And so his agony was knowing exactly everything that we would do, who we would become, every mistake we would make, every opportunity we would miss, every regret that we would have, and knowing that he was going to take that and put it on himself. And so this is to that person who's feeling regret, who's feeling like I made the wrong decisions. He bore all of that on himself, right, so that you can confidently depend on him to get your life right at whatever stage and age you are. And know that still for you, he has good plans. There's no mistake you can make that can undo the goodness of God's plans for you. There's no wrong turn you can take that can get you so far out of his will that you are beyond his redemption. So that's my encouragement.
Come on.
That's my encouragement.
That's our word for the day, brought to you by Vera Wilson. I mean, your last thing before as we wrap up.
My theory.
Theory of singleness?
Women of God, single women of God, this is my encouragement to you. If God gives us 10, let's say that's the average age. That's what the Bible says he promises.
Yeah.
10. This is your 10. You're getting married in your 20s. You have to live this much of your 10 with and for somebody else. That's a big chunk. That's a huge chunk. As far as I'm concerned, if he's going to give me 10, ideally, I'll take that last third. Take that last third and live it up with some next guy. Live up with some man and some kids. In my head, in an ideal world, you want to spend most of that with and for somebody else. Like if you cut that in half, even then, push that little back away. And I'm not speaking ages, because ages is where it becomes ticky. Right. Oh, you gotta have babies when you're in your 20s and your 30s. But I just mean, like, just logically, just thinking about it.
If I got 70,
if I'm getting 70,
and I can get 40 by myself,
and I think about how much I'm gonna do for myself, by myself, holiday, gallivanting, eating good, all those things by myself. But you know what? I think it's learning. You have to love yourself enough to want to kind of spend that amount of time by yourself.
That's all.
That's something I take for granted. I'll put my hands up. I'll put my hands up.
You definitely.
Because in my head, everybody thinks like that. Everyone's like me, and this is probably why the people would tell me, "I never thought you needed a man. I never thought you wanted a man." They're probably right. Maybe I did. Maybe they were right.
It's a question.
So, woman of God, what I'm saying to you is, while you are yet still single, you better enjoy it. There's a different kind of enjoyment that comes with marriage. There's a different kind, but you're not going to get this kind back.
Yeah.
This kind is gone.
Oh, no.
And then we can't wait for the kind that you get in marriage. Amen.
Yeah.
Man. Stephanie said that's a good perspective, Vera.
Yeah, no. There's definitely
every cloud, silver lining.
Oh, definitely silver lining.
Every cloud, silver lining.
Hey, guys, be real.
It's been fun.
But we got to run. Got to get up on this. Be real fun, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in with us. For those locked in on the radio, those listening on Facebook and watching on Facebook and YouTube and TuneIn Radio. You've been listening to DGMT. To the asset Vera.
Allow me to enjoy myself. Allow me to enjoy myself. Allow me to enjoy myself. Allow me. Now,
oh boy.
Real quick disclaimer. Man of God, if you are watching this live, and you are feeling pricked in your spirit, like, oh, I'm willing, I'm open, and I'm available. Just want to put that out there. Don't get me enjoying myself twisted. Don't get it confused.
Now you ain't desperate and vulnerable. However, open and available.
I know it was helpless. It wasn't
Oh,
desperate.
helpless. Yeah, helpless.
It's helpless. I'm not helpless and vulnerable. I'm open and available.
Open and available. Amen. All right, guys. Y'all be safe. I've enjoyed the rest of the weekend that's left. Come join us at church tomorrow. We're celebrating. Speaking of singleness and all this other stuff. Speaking of singleness and finding the love of your life, tomorrow at our church and Life Worship Center is our marriage ministry and our family life Sunday, where we're celebrating married couples.
Doesn't ask me what I'm wearing to church tomorrow. Ask me.
Which way?
A white dress.
In preparation.
Allow me to enjoy myself. Hey, you don't think I'm blatant? And actually, if you pay any attention, I did it last year too. I used to wear a white dress on marriage Sunday. Why? Because very soon.
It's coming.
It won't be long now.
All right, sorry. I got distracted.
I was going to say, what's happening?
Yeah. All right, so y'all be safe. Be great.
I want to give you a song.
What's the song? What's the song of the week?
It's called Dance Anyhow by Judy Kay. Dance Anyhow by Judy Kay. You got to skip the first bit. She talks a bit much, a bit linking. But Dance Anyhow by Judy Howe is my song.
Dance Anyhow.
Dance Anyhow by Judy Kay is my song of the week. I've thoroughly been enjoying it. Now, just not a disclaimer, but for context, when Africans say anyhow, they don't mean anyway. Because some people are like, oh, anyhow, as anyway. We mean anyhow is like anyhow. Do it in any kind of way.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
Does that make sense?
Definitely.
Yeah, dance. So dance anyhow doesn't mean dance anyway. It means dance in any kind of way.
I feel like Jody coming for people anyway.
Delton out here and wouldn't even find the people to make his friends on single. But Delton's already stated unequivocally he has no single male friends. Samantha said she prepared a white dress too. We in the spirit, sis.
So white it is. All right. And I think the married couple thing is black.
Yours is black. Because y'all ain't in. We ain't in the same category.
So maybe Delton needs to do friends. Nah. If you get married, you have married friends.
Delton, Jody, and you asking for a whole lot right now.
Yeah.
A whole lot.
Like I don't. That's for clarity. I didn't say that. I mean, like
next week I'm coming with a hot zinger for you because I've been in the hot seat for a couple of weeks now. This is turning into the show about me and my life.
If I even have male friends. Do I have male friends?
Hold on. Do you have friends?
Wow. That's hurtful.
That's too far.
Do I have friends?
That was a question.
I think I have friends.
Yes or no? You got to go back.
Yeah, that's a very good point. To the person that's texts me. Yeah. I think I've always been a nice person to talk to. so I have. Anyway.
Meanwhile, people are scared to call your phone and ask you questions.
that I don't understand. Like,
absolutely, I understand that.
You understand it? Why are you scared to ask me a question?
Because you didn't respond to their message.
I didn't. I forget that.
So it looked like you were annoyed or.
Oh yeah. Hold on, but I hailed them on Thursday. That's
not the point.
I don't know why people are afraid. Like, what you afraid? What you afraid?
But you could be very petty though. Your pettiness can be quite scary. Sometimes.
To that person, no. To that person,
you wouldn't do it to that person. I thought so. That's what I told them.
For some reason, like I didn't realize how close we were in age till later on. I always thought we were so far from age. I found out like, oh, you said. I always thought she was older. She was hanging with people, so I didn't think we were friends.
Go back. Just missed like the first 30 seconds.
Anyway, guys, I'm gone. Y'all be safe.
I'm out. Does anyone have any adapters for British plugs, Bahamian plugs? I left all of mine at home. And now I need one for my kettle. I need one for my straightener. I need one for my iron.
Oh, you brought them from home?
Because my mum had an iron that was insane, bro. It doesn't even have settings. It just goes on your clothes and it knows what to do. So good.
I
bought a kettle because my kettle.
How many of them I've thrown away?
Why?
I live in the mamas.
But where'd you get them from to even throw them away?
When you order things, like some things you order.
Oh, the Saints. Actioneer said, Sister Vera, thank you for your wisdom. I almost cried in the car.
Come on.
We in this. Vera and Delton, there's no way, Rashad, you are just jumping on. I know you're in a different time zone.
Rashad probably waking up now. He wake up in the morning. Anyway, guys, this is the song of the week. Thank you all for rocking with us. Thank you all for keeping it locked. Song of the week is from Vera. Song is called Dance Anyhow from Judy K from my album All Things New. Y'all keep it locked to Glory 93.9 FM. Can join us tomorrow at Life Worship Center, 9:30 a.m. We get started in Minnie and Ethel Street in Safety's Auditorium. Y'all be safe, be great. Have a great day. I've been Delton.
I've been Vera.
All right, and y'all have been amazing. See y'all next week.